There's that girl. Hi. Hi, lady. Oh, big yawn. Big yawn. Good morning, everybody. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. I figured we'd check in with Miss Maya. This is Maya Cougar. Hey, Monica. Hey, Deb. Maya moved to a new home enclosure yesterday. Hey, Mary. Good morning, Michael. And everybody's been telling me that she has really been loving it over here. So she is where Natalia was. And when she came home from FunCation yesterday, she came over to this enclosure. Good morning, Rochelle. Hi, Karen. Hello, Sandy. Good morning, everybody. So Miss Maya is having a great time in her new home. Yes. Hi, Joanna. Hey, Cynthia. Thanks for joining me today. I figured we'd check in with a couple of the cats that moved around yesterday in case you guys want to see how they're doing. This is Maya Cougar. You can learn her story at bigcatrescue.org/Maya. Hello, Jenny. Good morning, Sylvia. Hey, Danielle. So her lockout's already closed for breakfast time. Yep, you guys will definitely have to update your map, but we're not even done moving cats yet. I think we're done for this week, but we're still shifting cats around. The plan is to build some new swimming pools for the tigers that would be arriving from Guatemala. Oh no, yeah, my heart goes out to everybody that's in evacuation zones. This time last year, we were cleaning up from Irma. That's Nikita roaring in the background. And Maya purring. She is very sweet. Thank you, Bridget. Good morning, everybody. If you're just joining, this is Maya Cougar at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. Thank you, Diana, for your donation. That was Nikita roaring. And Maya's been purring. I'm not sure if you can hear it, though. Lots of bird squirrel noises going on in her area. Thank you, Sonia, for your donation. She's still exploring, still learning all her new neighbors. She's now across the street from Frosty and Ginger and is next door to Cricket. Good morning, Mirza. We are just checking in with Maya. If you missed it, I checked in with Natalia yesterday morning. She was also loving her new enclosure. No, we aren't affiliated with any other rescues. We have worked closely with ADI and several others over the years, but we're not actually affiliated with anyone. Is that a serval over there? What's that all about? Somebody yesterday asked me if she would walk the same paths as Natalia, and this was one of Natalia's circle spots, so I don't know if she's done that or not. I think I thanked you for the donation. That's probably what I said. Good morning, John. Thank you guys for joining us. We're just checking in with Maya Cougar because she got moved to a new enclosure yesterday. And the keepers yesterday said she was really having a good time. I think after I do my live feeds today, I'm gonna try to walk around and do some new photographs for Instagram today and get some of the cats that moved to new enclosures with some new photos. you, Opal, for your donation. Our weather's actually pretty wonderful right now. It's about 81 degrees. It's 8:07 in the morning here in Tampa, Florida. Aww. It's the harsh reality of a cat that's been declawed. Thank you, Debbie, for your donation. You want to claw that, don't you? Thank you, Jeremy, for your donation. Wow, you guys are just wonderful this morning. We are a nonprofit organization, so your donations, anything you spend on ticket sales, if you come for guided tours here, or any merchandise you buy from our online stores or our gift shop, all go straight to the cats. Hi, Leanne. I know. She's exploring and seems to really be enjoying it, so. All right, Miss Maya. Thank you, Lori. I've been working really hard on our Instagram. We're just Big Cat Rescue, and we have our orange logo there. Well, it's potty time. That's private time. All right. So let's actually, we haven't checked in on, I try to give you guys a good variety of cats that you don't see every single time I go live. But I was thinking we would go check in on our Monty, see how she's liking FunCation. And I'm sure Beecher and Hutch will make a cameo. Here's Hutch. Hi, Hutch. Yeah, good morning. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. And then you've got Beecher in the background. They're doing their morning ritual, singing to each other. Hutch is a serval, an African serval. And he's a talker. Yes, you are. Oh, that was the sound of Maya jumping up onto that platform back there. You can see her through my golf cart. She's up on her platform now. No, Narla does not leave Afton's office building. And then this is Beecher doing his morning. Oh, and actually Cyrus is also making a cameo back there. Beecher's a Savannah cat and Cyrus is a caracal. Let's walk over here real quick and see if Armani is out and about. It's always fun to figure out where they like to be in FunCation. Sometimes it's up on the platform, sometimes it's in the den. Good morning, Kate. So FunCation is a 22,000 square foot enclosure that the cats rotate in and out of every 2 weeks. It gives them a nice little bit of new enrichment, new territory. They spend a lot of time remarking their territory, new dens, all that fun stuff. I have a feeling she's all the way back there. You can see how wet the ground has been, all those tire tracks in there from the interns mowing. Had a lot of rain this season, but we're feeling pretty lucky. Well, I think she's like, you didn't bring food, so I'm not coming out. You didn't bring food. And I, unfortunately, didn't bring rain boots, so walking all the way back there is not going to be a great option. I thought we'd also check in with Andre and Amanda. They went home from vacation yesterday, and they moved into the enclosure where Joseph used to live, and then for a short time Hoover was in that enclosure, and they have just been so cute out there. They're really, really enjoying that enclosure. Get another shot of Miss Maya up here on this platform. Maya! She loved the platform in her other enclosure, so I'm glad that she's liking this one too. You can actually see Cricket, which is another African serval. You can see how there's just water all over. We had a really hard rain last night. Morning, Connie. That's Cricket Serval up there. I don't see Frosty out, but I do see Ginger. Yep, so we'll try to make our way out there so you guys can see Andre and Amanda. There's Miss Cricket. Cricket! Or not Cricket, Ginger. Gigi! Hi, lady. I'm really getting the snub this morning because I am not feeding anyone. I fed yesterday, so everybody's gonna be really eager like I'm feeding again today, and I'm not. All right. Yeah, you can see that like really the surrounding areas of the cages are what's wet. The way the cages are designed is they're slightly more elevated. So the water runs out and it's more where the keepers walk, but the cats stay nice and dry in their enclosures. I'm trying to think of who we haven't seen yet this week. We spent time with Natalia and Manny, Cougars. I feel like we saw Callie and Priya, Cam and Boo. It's my last day till my weekend, so Carol tends to do lives when I'm not here. Look how pretty it is this morning with all the sunshine. We did check in with Diablo and his scratching post that he got, which he had leveled within 24 hours. You can see it's still in there, but it's well knocked over. Now he's scratching on it pretty good. Let's see about Miss Gabby. Gabby's waiting on breakfast. We feed between 8 and 9 a.m. This is Gabby. Gabrielle Tiger. She's getting ready for breakfast. Rochelle, so Alpha's back here on property. She did have Dr. Justin pen her jaw yesterday. So we did realize that she had an issue, and when she was strong enough to be sedated to actually get x-rays and be examined. This is Bethian giving Gabrielle her supplement. She gets a supplement in the morning in certain pieces, so we always stick feed her that supplement, and then the rest of the food goes in her lockout.
Well, actually, I'm going to stick feed her most of it.
Oh, okay.
Because I love her and I'm going to foil her.
Oh, good. So Bethian's going to stick feed her some breakfast.
Oh,
I don't blame you.
she'll leave it on her feeding block and then you feed it to her by the stick anyway.
Yeah, I've noticed that. She eats like half of it and then wants you to stick feed her the rest. So she's already training us.
The mush is hard to feed.
Yeah, it is.
I love her.
Pamela, we have just under 70 permanent residents here. We do have native Florida bobcats that we rehab and release. Phoenix, it's usually like supplements like Cosequin, and we've got a senior formula that we put in a lot of their cats' diets as well.
Here, let's go.
Nicole Seth is doing well. I believe the plan is to keep him in the roof section through Sunday. Still continuing to have him rest his ankle, but also because the Hollies are coming in this weekend, and we're rearranging some platforms, and his large platform that's in there needs some work done to it, so we're just basically extending his rest period until we can get that taken care of. But Alpha is back on property. Catherine said she's doing okay. You know, she's very young. She was in not a great, you know, I don't want to be a distraction to her. So I saw somebody mention Smalls. We're actually kind of far away from Smalls at this point. Let's see. I might be able to backtrack. We'll take a little drive if you guys don't mind. We'll just see who else we come across. I tend to not follow the keepers while they feed because, actually, yeah, Tigerlily would be a good one. Because I can turn right here on this road and get to her. Hi, Suzanne. Good morning. Yeah, as far as we can tell, Alpha will still be a candidate for release. We've had other bobcats that have literally had pins in their jaws, their legs, all kinds of crazy conditions when they've come in, and Justin's been able to get them all fixed up. So at this point, we're not saying that she couldn't. Lily. Let's see, she's somewhere in her jungle. Somewhere in her jungle. Let's see. Oh, there she is. Hi, lady. You can see her slinking through her jungle here. Tigerlily, I gotta get around all your puddles. Yeah, and then I might be able to walk up to Perfection. Hi, lady. This is Tigerlily. Thanks, Robin. Yeah, I've had a lot of people say they love my cat voice, and then a lot of people tell me how annoying I am. So I am who I am. That's how I talk to them. Miss Lily, you gonna get me, aren't you? Yeah, and I apologize if I miss any of your questions or I don't see something. I only see 1 or 2 comments at a time as they scroll by. And if I'm driving or I'm this close to a cat, I'm usually looking ahead and not at my screen. So, but I do always go back through afterwards and try to reach out to you guys in the comments. So Lily's one of our oldest cats on property. You can see she's got some dreads around her face, but they aren't causing her any harm. Oh, yes. But when they get old like that, they tend to not be able to groom themselves as well. And unfortunately, Tigerlily is very aggressive still, even in her old age, and she doesn't really tolerate anybody using we have retractable scratchers that we can use to help get out some of the mats. This is Tigerlily, and she's a bobcat. Naomi, we don't actually tag our bobcats. Jamie takes extensive photos of the cats. All of their spot patterns and markings are unique to the cat. So we can always try to identify them later that way, but we don't collar them or tag them for any reason. We do set up trail cams in the area, and we try to check in on them that way. Yeah, this is, Tigerlily was my first true love here once I was actually on property as a keeper. And it's because, she's been in captivity her whole life. She was from one of the original rescues that helped start Big Cat Rescue. So she was rescued from a fur farm. And she's lived in captivity pretty much her whole life, but she is still so fierce. My name's Brittany. I'm a senior keeper and a staff member here at Big Cat Rescue. Good morning, Kathy. Yeah, thank you to everybody who's donating and everybody who's sharing this feed. That lets Facebook know that we're doing something important and interesting here, and they will open that up to new audiences that we might not see otherwise. Oh, there she goes, deeper into the jungle. Well, I saw somebody mention our ocelot Perfection. I know she was on the dodo earlier this week with Catherine and Carol. Every Monday around 2 o'clock, we go live on the Dodo Impact. And I believe they did some treats with her that day. This is Sue. Sue is also a bobcat. Much younger. Hi. Yes, and just as fierce. Just as fierce. This is why I love the Bobcats. You're a fierce lady. Hey, Barbara Frank. This is Sue Bobcat. You can tell she's still settling in. I think she's gonna be like a lot of our Bobcats, fierce until the end. Here's Simba. Hi, Simba. Meow. Meow. Where are you going? Simba is... Hi. What are you talking about? Simba is a Savannah cat. Doing lots of little drive-bys today. I keep saying I'm gonna go to a specific cat and then I see a bunch of other cute cats. This is Nabisco. I have to walk around his other side to get to Perfection, our ocelot, anyway. So let's see if he stays put. Doing lots of quick little stops today. My hopes is to get out to Outback and show you guys Amanda and Andre in their new enclosure. Hi, Biscuit. This is Nabisco. Hi. Nabisco is one of our youngest at the sanctuary. He came in, he was about 6 months old. So we've gotten to see him turn from tiny little puffball into a little teenager. Let's see, Perfection should be, yeah, she's usually out roaming around before breakfast. Hi, lady. This is Perfection. She's our only ocelot. If you guys are just joining, I'll kind of walk you through everybody that we've seen so far. We started out checking in on Maya Cougar. We did see Hutch and Beecher. A little bit of Cyrus in the background. I looked for Armani but couldn't find her. And we saw Gabby getting some supplement food pieces from Beth Ann. I didn't bring food, I'm sorry, sweetheart. Then we went and saw Tigerlily. We saw Sue Bobcat. Grumpy. We just saw Simba and Nabisco, and now we're at Perfection. It's almost 8:30 in the morning here in Tampa, Florida. It's about 81, 82 degrees, getting more and more humid by the moment. And that's about what you see of her. She's most active first thing in the morning and then really late at night. And believe it or not, on Instagram the other day I posted a picture. There was one evening we handed out enrichment and she was all the way up in the top of that tree. Thank you, Suzanne, for your donation. Let me see if King Tut is over. Yep, well, these live feeds always post automatically on our Facebook page as well as our Wildcat Walkabout show channel. So if you miss anything, you can always go back. This is King Tut. Hi. He is another Savannah cat. He's another Savannah cat. Oh no, I keep the focus on the cats. I don't do any selfies. I do have a public profile you guys can go to, facebook.com/BrittanyMiraBCR. That's M-I-R-A. And I spell my name just like you do, Brittany. What are you doing, sweet boy? So this is King Tut, like I said, also a Savannah cat. You can see how different all of our Savannahs are. We have quite a few. People learn the harsh reality that they don't make great pets being indoors. Yeah, all of our Savannahs are pretty chatty. I think the only one that I've never really heard say a lot is Loki. What are you doing? Cheryl, a Savannah cat is when somebody tries to take a wild African serval and breed it with a domestic house cat. generally the cats, the goal is to have a really exotic looking cat with a really basic domestic attitude. But they usually come out the opposite. They tend to look a little plain and are crazy, like active and destructive and aggressive and yeah. You're already ready for your cat nap. This has turned into a Savannah tour. Go back over and look at Biscuit real quick since he's still lingering. What are you doing? Good morning, Lori. This is Nabisco again. Nabisco's a bobcat. We have a lot of bobcats here as well. The smaller species always tend to have that misconception that, oh, they're small, they'd be manageable, they could live in my house. And it's very not true. Perfect example, we'll walk over to Smalls. Yes, I know, trying to get my feet, you're so feisty. Smalls is also a bobcat, fully clawed, one of our younger cats, she's about 5. And she, hi! She took this tree stump, which was a fully intact, solid tree stump, and that is what she has done with her nails. So imagine that being like anything in your house. Where you going, lady? Come here. Hi, sweet girl. No, don't pee. No peeing. She is beautiful. So the bobcats, you'll notice, kind of vary in size, coloration, spot patterns as well. They're found in 49 of our 50 states, and they just vary in size and coloration depending on what environment that they're found in. So I believe like Nabisco and Smalls would have definitely been more of a northern bobcat. Same thing even with Lily. See if we saw Mrs. Mrs. Claus is a native Florida bobcat. That would show you a good size difference. They're coming, sweet girl. There she is. Are you grooming? This is Mrs. Claus. Oh, everybody's so squeaky this morning. She's much smaller, a little bit darker of a pattern. Same flicky little tail. They all have those flashes on the back of their ears. Yep, bobcats haven't figured out how to swim to Hawaii. Alright, so I'm gonna go find my golf cart. Then we'll start the journey out to Outback. And we'll see Andre and Amanda, hopefully. All right, well, we saw way more cats than I was expecting. That was good. Good morning, Barbara. Sorry if I'm not seeing your guys' comments. It's very wet and muddy, and just would rather not fall and drop the camera, so. Oh, well, I can also give you 2 more bobcats right over here. We have Thurston and Lovey. Hi, kids. Are you guys being sneaky? You waiting on breakfast? This is Thurston here. Hi. And then Lovey. Lovey's like, I'm out of here. Oh. Everybody's so talkative today. Here comes Lovey. No, actually it doesn't rain year-round here in the Tampa area. We definitely have a rainy season, June through November. Pretty much rains pretty heavy, about once a day. There's Lily on the move again. Miss Tigerlily getting her exercise. All right, let's get back on this cart. Yep, we have a lot of bobcats. If you guys are curious about any of the cats that we have here, they all have bio pages on our website. Just go to bigcatrescue.org/catbio, and you can click on every single name of every cat that is currently here at the sanctuary. Hoover's doing well. He has his own live 24/7 camera. You can go to bigcatcams.com, and there are several different links on there for various cameras around property. Got feeders going out. Morning! Driving and living. Gilligan's got his breakfast. So we're just gonna loop back around and head out to Outback, see some of our bigger cats. Oh, Kim, I would love that. Carol jokingly said we needed to start a fund to get me a golf cart because mine just kept breaking down there for a while. I'm like, it'd have to be pretty cool looking. I love hers. It's pink with leopard print. Jamie has a silver one with leopard print. It's really cool. Alright, so let's take the scenic drive where Max and Marianne live. And like I said, if I've missed any questions or any of our amazing moderators that are on here, if they're not able to answer, I always go back through and I post links and I try to respond personally to each question that wasn't already answered in the live feed. And if you guys are just joining in late, you can always catch the replays on our Facebook page and our Wildcat Walkabout Show channel. I know somebody asked about Keisha earlier. She was laying on her platform when I came through this morning. But if she got breakfast, she might already be somewhere back there. Sometimes she's laying in these grasses. Nope, not today. There's Miss Priya. I think I gotta stop for these girls here. Just say a quick hello to Callie and Priya. Hi, lady. Yeah, good morning. This is Priya Tiger. Seth is behaving as well as he possibly can. You can't keep that cat from chasing, even when he's in a small section like that. So we're doing our best, but his ankle looks much better. So keeping him from jumping off dens and doing some of the other crazy full speed running he was doing, I think was a good idea. So he also got some changes in medication, so that helped. All right, we're only gonna make one trip with you, lady. Sometimes she swims in the morning. Good morning, Michelle. Yeah, Priya's a talker for sure. Good morning, Kayla. Helping me get my steps. All right, now where are you going? All right, let's walk over and check out Miss Callie. And then I promised we were gonna head to Outback for Amanda and Andre. And by then they'll probably be somewhere where we can't see them, so. Hi. Good morning, my love. Oh, are you standing up? Oh, goodness. This is Callie. You can see she's got her pretty little feet up on her pool there. My lady. Where are you going? Where's that lady going? Hi. So that noise she's making is a chuff, whereas what Priya tends to do is more of a moo. doing? She might go play with her ball. So Callie's got 3 full sections that are all connected by doors and tunnels, so she can wander away from me if she wants to. She also has 2 swimming pools. The goal with a lot of the cat moves is to hopefully, with funds and time, is to make sure that every tiger here has at least 1 swimming pool. So the Tiger Island cages currently do not have pools. Oh, she's laying down over there. All right, hint taken. But these pools are constantly recirculated from the lake. And we use solar power for that. So that would be the goal, is to make sure that all the tigers on property have pools. And right now, everybody but Keisha does, but the plan will be to move her over to where she has one also. All right, one last, I know Deb's still on here, so one last Priya. Bye, lady. Bye, lady. Yeah, Hoover's loving that enclosure. He's loving swimming. He's obviously figured out how to train us to leave the food and go far, far away. Yeah. Priya's got a really sad but yet happy ending story, so if you guys haven't checked out her bio page, definitely do that. bigcatrescue.org/Priya. All right, well, our goal now is to head out and see Andre and Amanda in their new enclosure. So, got a nice pretty view, and if we see Cameron and Zabu, we'll stop to them as well. If you guys are just joining, this is Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. My name's Brittany. I am one of the keepers here, as well as a staff member. We are on 67 acres in Tampa, Florida, and have just under 70 permanent residents. You can learn about all the cats that live here at bigcatrescue.org/catbio. A nice big lake that feeds all of the tiger pools. I believe Marie might also be out here. Yep, that's what it looks like. How's it going with Cam? Good. Cameron's doing well. This is Marie, one of our master keepers. She is giving Cameron a big turkey drum, if he'll accept it. He was doing good till I showed up with a camera. Here, we're not looking at you. We're gonna look at Zabu. This is Zabu. She makes a completely different noise than what you heard from Priya and Callie. Good morning, Renee. So Zabu is a white tiger that does live with Cameron, a male lion. The biggest question about Cameron is why he doesn't have a mane. We do have our top 5 most asked questions at bigcatrescue.org/top5. But long story short, in order for him to live with Zabu, he was neutered, and the mane is testosterone driven, so it did fall out over time. It's sort of a blessing in disguise though, because they did find a mass under his mane that they obviously wouldn't have found otherwise. They were originally put together at a young age in hopes of making white ligers, which hybrid tigers are full of birth defects and major issues. It's a very, very cruel thing to do. So we don't believe in breeding for life in cages. So they were both fixed. That way they could continue their friendship and living together, but no risk of any breeding. We don't do any breeding here. We're one of the world's largest accredited sanctuaries, so we don't do any buying, selling, trading, breeding, or touching. No, actually Cameron's almost 18 years old. I believe he'll be 18 in October. believe Zabu is already 18. Yeah, Zabu gets a pink bucket. Marie, have you been down to Andre and Amanda yet?
Nope, not yet.
Not yet. I kept promising everybody I would go check on them in their new home because they were loving it yesterday. So if you don't mind, can we follow you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We can see Amanda in her new castle.
Yes, she's loving it. But these guys have been here for many, many years now. We always say that the cats that get to come here have hit the lottery.
14, 15 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, look. You ate all your mush. What a good girl.
He's a good girl.
What are you doing, Cameron?
Intimidation.
Exercise after breakfast.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm seeing people asking why these guys don't have a pool. They do. You're only going to see a very small section of the cages because it's all my camera can fit into the screen. So their enclosure goes all the way out here. That big open air section there, it curves around a corner over to that side until you see the fence. And they have a swimming pool up front. They also have several big dens. Yep, I saw somebody post the Get Involved link. All the animal care here is done by volunteers. The only paid staff here is jobs that you have to pay people to do, things that you sit behind a desk for. Animal care, everybody wants to help these guys. It's super rewarding work. These guys are being stick fed because they're very picky. And their old age, they all tend to go this route.
What are you doing?
Hey, Laura.
It's not, you want that?
You can have it. If he ate that, I would be shocked.
Here, here, here. Come back, boo-boo. Here.
She's so offended.
Come back, boo-boo.
Yeah, Cameron stopped eating in lockout a very, very long time ago, so let me explain that for you guys as well. A lockout is this box that you see here. It's actually their happy place because they know this is where they can come for fresh water and food. The food is placed on that slab there, and then the guillotine door is open for them to come in and eat, but generally these two will not. She will go into lockout and start eating, but she will never finish it. I think she's been watching Cameron get stick fed for too long. She's like, yeah, you guys can keep doing the work for me. They get picky and they get restless. Cameron's one of our pickiest cats on property. Every day it's a task to get him to eat. White tigers are actually caused through inbreeding. It's very, very sad. Breeding relatives back to each other over and over again. Most of them come out with really terrible birth defects. Our perfect, beautiful Zabu is no different. If you can see her pretty little face, her lips barely cover her teeth, so she's had a lot of dental issues over the years. Good girl. Thank you guys for posting all those links. So I think we are going to follow Marie down to our Texas tigers. Bye, Cam. You being rotten? You being rotten today? Breakfast today looks like chicken thighs and mush. So mush is basically a ground beef diet, but it includes the whole animal, so organ meat and all the roughage they would need. I'm gonna go ahead and walk down there, Marie. Morning, everybody. If you guys are just joining, you can definitely watch the replay of this. It'll post automatically on our Facebook page, as well as our Wildcat Walkabout Show channel. We started out a while ago. This is actually a longer one than I normally have been doing lately. We started out checking in on Maya Cougar, who got a new enclosure yesterday. and really worked our way around all over. We sell servals and bobcats and hybrids. So always if you've missed it or you came in late, you can always go back and rewatch. Yep, we have our Texas duo, Andre. Andre and Amanda have Joseph/Hoover's old enclosures. And the moment that Andre got put in this enclosure, he attacked that red ball. And I guess all last night he kept standing up on it and hugging it. Hi, bud! So I think they're locked out. And they've been really, really loving the platforms that are in here. And Amanda is in love with this den, this elevated den. This used to be Joseph's favorite spot. Hi, Amanda. All right, we'll see how she reacts. I don't get too close to her. Hi, lady. Thanks for the chuff. Good job. Good job. Well, that was success. And this is Andre. They get double locked out. So the Texas Tigers have always been put behind 2 feeding doors as well as being separated before feeding for the safety of them and the keepers, especially Amanda. She is the aggressor. Yeah, I was like, you can't really get to them from this side. Yeah, you guys, everybody go play the lottery. We got chuffs from Amanda today.
And of course, it's on the other side.
So we're still figuring out the best way to get them. Let's get a close-up of this boy real quick. This is Andre. We did sadly lose their brother Arthur only a few weeks ago. Hi, babe. You're loving your new home. Right after he was done playing with the ball yesterday, he immediately got in his swimming pool. Hi. She's gonna open your door. I think so. And actually, now that you mentioned that about her new home, kind of taking some of that aggression out of her, because Natalia was the same way. Our Moor Leopard got a new home as well with an air-conditioned den. And oh, look at him, he's like, food and lockout? What a smart boy. But anyway, Natalia didn't hiss at me once. And that is the hissiest cat on property, so she seems to really like it. Andre's got like just a new little spice of life.
Who's the best? Who's the best? Who's the best boy? Here, sweetie. Take your med first. Good boy.
Yay! So Andre's first piece always has meds.
Oh, let's have some mash. I know.
Yeah, I've noticed every time that we get a lot of Explorer viewers on here, the big question is always, why are our cages so small? And so I want to make sure that we're clear about this. You're only seeing what I can fit in the screen. Go to bigcatrescue.org/cages, and that will show you the way that we've designed and developed the cages. I think the Explorer viewers are used to seeing, you know, animals in the wild like we would want them to be, but this is a sanctuary. And our cages here are quite a bit more impressive than a lot of other facilities. So I see that senior keeper Victoria looks like she's about to feed Amanda. We're gonna keep our distance, but we'll watch her come over. We're gonna watch from back here.
I'm moving the bucket. I'm moving all the way back here. Open up the gate.
Yep. So she already has placed Amanda's food in that lockout over there. And she's gonna give Victoria a little bit of lip. And she'll have to, this is her first day being fed in this new enclosure, so we're gonna keep our distance. She's a smart girl though, she knew right where to go. What's my sister getting? You look right behind me. Andre has followed. That was pretty tame for her though. She gave you a little rumble, but not the extreme normal.
That was a good one.
Mm-hmm. So you can.
She was good being separated this morning too.
Good.
She didn't really say anything.
So she is just standing in her little feeding lockout. That's actually a happy place for the cats. They know that's where they go for food, but it also helps us for medical purposes if ever needed. So they get very used to that.
You drop a piece.
Like, I helped you, Marie.
And so yeah, this area over here is just part of their enclosure, and it actually wraps around behind that barn over there as well. We do separate them for feeding, but as soon as they're done, we put them back together. If any of our rescues have come in together, we keep them together, assuming they actually liked being together in the first place. Cats that had been forced to breed with each other, we found out right away had no interest in actually living together, so we don't do that. I believe there is an aerial view, but I'm sorry I don't know the link to direct you to. You'll probably find it on our website, bigcatrescue.org. You can't be done, you still have a piece.
What the heck?
You better go get it. Oh, say Marie, give me the rest on a stick. Can we get a little bit closer? Hi. Patricia, if a cat was born in a cage, it can never be set free, unfortunately. We do rehab and release native Florida bobcats, but as hopefully everybody realizes, lions and tigers are not native to the U.S., so they can't be released. Not here anyway, and they also can't be transported back and released. If you go to bigcatrescue.org/go-free, that gives you all the many reasons why they cannot go free if they were born in a cage and raised by humans.
She's a little princess for sure.
She is a fierce princess. A warrior princess.
Yes. We love that.
It's very sad. If you guys want to help us end cats living their entire lives in cages, first of all, never ever pay to play with a cub or have your picture taken with a cub. Go to cubabuse.com for more information on that. And help us make the call to the wild if you're a U.S. resident. Go to bigcatact.com and make the call to the wild for these guys. Darlene, we do not have an official date for the 3 tigers coming from Guatemala. Those processes can take a really long time. Hoover came from Peru and it took well over a year. So we don't know. We just are hopefully expecting the 3, and we just don't have a time frame on it yet.
You say thank you.
Hi, lady. I see the look. I see the look. She kind of has a rattlesnake tail where you'll actually watch it twitch in a certain fashion and you can almost 100% be sure that the next thing coming is a roar. The ears also say a lot.
Oh yeah, her ears are.
Her ears are a tell as well.
She's got the one down right now.
Yeah.
There it is.
Now both are down. You're okay, lady. Carol, we thaw out about 500 pounds of food a day. It depends on the species, the cat, and the age as far as what they get and how much they get. But we feed a full variety every day, is a little different. So chicken of all varieties, pork, turkey. Certain cats do get fish and shrimp. There's lots of beef diets as well. Certain cats that have special needs or dental issues get their food cut up for them. You being a sweet girl? Yep, that's the Amanda look, but so far so good. I'm also pretty far back, so she doesn't have to feel super threatened. A lot of the keepers have been getting some really cute photos of these guys on their in their new home because they've just been exploring everything. All right, sweet lady. Thank you, Marcia, for donating. Really appreciate it. All the money you guys spend on coming here for guided tours, any of your donations, your birthday fundraisers, and anything you buy on our website, bigcatrescue.biz, as well as our Amazon store, all goes to helping the cats. All right, lady. Thank you for being so nice. I'll be curious if I turn my back if that's gonna go well. Okay, so far so good. I'm walking away. Walking away. All right, so we'll take one last look at Andre here, and then I'm gonna shut this down. But this was a pretty long feed today, so if you missed anything, make sure you go back and watch the replay.
Well, hi. Oh, what was that noise? Handful. You can go check out this den. Go check out this den. Is that a good one? Is that a good one? Oh, that'll be a good place. We can hang here for a minute.
All right, guys. Well, if I did miss any of your questions at all, oh, that's a beautiful photo of him. I try to go back through the comments and reach out to you with links and information, but I want to thank everybody who helped me answer questions, posted links, everybody who shared this feed, and definitely everybody who donated. Thank you guys so very much. Andre's gonna take a bath and then probably sleep for the rest of the day. All right, well, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks, Dad.
All right, Andre. Have a good day, buddy.
All right, everybody, take care.